following video tutorial is going to cover the basics of our gallery creator. You'll want to start by going up to the upper right hand corner and clicking on the gear wheel for your admin functions, and then come down to gallery creator. When arriving at this page for the first time, you will find that we have a set of instructions waiting for you to read. These instructions are designed to help you get started with creating your first set of galleries. Before we dive in, it's worth mentioning right now that if you have created a page in the Edit Site Pages area, you will not be able to add a gallery to that page. Any pages that you intend to have a gallery appear on need to be created here within the gallery creator. You will find two buttons on this page. The one on the lower left says Create New Navigation Link, and the one on the lower right says Create New Photo Gallery. The difference between the two is that Create New Navigation Link is actually how you're creating the page on which your gallery will eventually reside. Once you've created your first page, you'll be able to click on the button to the lower right and click on Create New Photo Gallery. The way we've set this up is so that you'll be able to create multiple galleries and add them to an individual page. I'll be able to illustrate that further as we proceed through this tutorial. I'm going to begin by clicking on Create New Navigation Link. This is where we're going to go ahead and name the page on which you're going to add your gallery. This navigation link is the name of the link that will show up in your navigation, either along the top or left navigation, depending on how you have it set up. You will notice now that we've returned to the main Photo Gallery Creator page, at the bottom of which is this blue row. This blue row indicates that a page has been created within the Gallery Creator. At this point, I could go ahead and create a new photo gallery, but just for further illustration purposes, I'm going to create a second link. So I'm going to click on the new Create Navigation Link. And I'm creating a second gallery called Photos 2. So now we have two pages that have been created within the system for photo galleries. Next, we're going to create an actual photo gallery for us to place on one of these two pages. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Create New Photo Gallery. And now the system is going to ask me to name this particular gallery. So we're going to call it Vacation Photos. And in the second section here it says Within Link. This is where the gallery creator is asking you which link do you want this particular gallery to reside within. So when I click on this drop down, it shows me two options, the two pages that I've already created, Photos 2 and Photo Gallery. I'm going to go ahead and click on Photo Gallery. And then we've got some additional options here. Default thumbnails per page. So in this case it's set by default to 12, but it can go all the way up through 96. Basically what this means is if you have, let's say, more than 12, let's say you have 20 images that are in this gallery, then the first page of gallery images will contain 12 of them. If you have more than that, they will go on to additional pages. The next setting is for slideshow autoplay. So once the gallery is created and you go to the page, when you click on one of the images, it has the ability to expand and show in a slideshow mode. So the setting here will control whether or not the slideshow plays automatically or if you have to click on it in order to click through the images. Next, you have the slideshow delay time. This is the amount of time on which a slide or an image will rest between moving to the next image. And so by default, it's set to 7 seconds. And you can slow it down or make it faster here. The next setting is for the gallery title position. This is where on the screen the gallery title will actually display, whether it'll be on the thumbnail image itself or below the thumbnail image. Next, we have the upload permissions for the gallery. By default, it's set to admins only, and the admins only setting allows only site administrators that have access to the gallery creator to upload images to the gallery. The other options are all classmates and all classmates but approve photos first. Most administrators are able to set their gallery so that all classmates are able to upload to them without a problem. But from time to time, you may want to have it set so that you have to approve those images first. That's the difference between these two settings. And finally, in this section, we have what we call the gallery template. There are three options here. One of them by default is set to professional, which is simply a white background. But in case you were wanting it, we also have an additional option, which is a bulletin board type background as well as a chalkboard type background for your displaying your images. And finally, down here at the bottom, we have an editor window. This editor window can be used for adding additional content to your page that will display below your photo gallery on that particular page. This is a completely optional step, but it is located here in case you wish to add additional content. And then finally, we have a section here that says check here if you wish to add music to accompany your photos. When I click this, the page will expand, and it's going to have me add either from an existing playlist or from a playlist from another site. I can touch on this in another video. For now, I'm going to just save changes. So now we're back on the Gallery Creator page. And let's go down to the very bottom, and we're going to find our table again, and this time we've added a gray row. This gray row indicates the gallery that was added to the page called Photo Gallery. Now again, we could go in and I could create a second gallery to add to that particular page if I desire, or I can go ahead and add a gallery now to add for the photos too. But for now, this illustrates the capabilities within the system. The next step is going to be to add your first set of photos to this particular gallery. We're going to go over here to the right, and under the column for photos, we're going to click on this icon. Now we want to click on the Add Photos button to upload our images into the gallery. It's important to note that you can upload more than one image at a time in this process. The way to do that will be to click on the first image, and then you can use your Control key on your keyboard if you want to select individual images out of the group. If the images are all together, you can click and drag your cursor to select more than one. And of course, the final option would be to click on one image and then the Shift key to click on the last image in a particular row if they are in sequence. In this case, I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and click on and upload these three images. While they're uploading, you'll see a progress bar, and then the page will refresh and the images will be down below. So at this point, you have a basic photo gallery that's been created. There's no save button on this page as everything automatically saves in this location. So if I go back to my main gallery creator area, we will now see that we have a gallery that is inactive, as indicated by this empty checkbox, on a page that is inactive, as indicated by this empty checkbox, that has 3 photos contained within it. And now if I want to go back to that page to either upload more images or add captions, I can simply go back to the photos icon here. If I scroll down, each one of these boxes has the ability for me to go ahead and add a caption for these photos, and that caption will display underneath the photo on the page when it is in the slideshow view. Additionally, I may want to go ahead and select a cover image. A cover image will happen when there is more than one image in a gallery and the page is showing individual galleries as a grouping of images. You have to determine what the cover image will be. So if I select cover image for this one, you'll see that a gray border in this particular case comes up around that image. So now you've created your first photo gallery. There are a couple additional options on this page that I'm just going to gloss over for the moment that I can go into further depth on a future video. You have the ability to change gallery. What that means is if I have more than one gallery in the system and I have an image here for which I want to move to another gallery, I can move it to that gallery by using that function. And the other thing I have here is change attributions. What this means is if you have an image that was sent to you by one of your classmates and you want to give them the upload attribution for having contributed that image, you'll be able to select that image and change the attributes and select that it was contributed by a specific member. But I can go over how to do that in a future video. For now, let's go back to the main gallery creator page. The final step in creating your photo gallery is to turn things on, to make the gallery active as well as the page active. So let's come back down to the bottom of this page and we're going to click to make the gallery itself active and then the photo gallery page active. Once active, you can go to your Edit Site Pages area, and at the very bottom you'll find that this photo gallery page now exists. You'll see that it comes up at the bottom of your left-hand navigation by default. If you want to change the position of this link, it's as easy as dragging and dropping up the page. And finally, to take a look at our final product, let's go to Photo Gallery in your navigation, and you'll see how the images appear on the page. If I click on the first image, you'll see that it opens up in slideshow view. And after 7 seconds, it will automatically move to the next slide in the sequence. If I had added captions to this, those captions would be displaying down here at the very bottom underneath the image itself. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. And I'm going to go ahead and add one more gallery here so that you're able to see what it looks like when there is 2 galleries on a page. So let me go back into the gallery creator. I'm going to add a new gallery. We're just going to call this Gallery 2. And we're going to place it on the photo gallery page. Now I'm going to add some images to it. Once those images load, they're at here, down here at the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and set a cover image for one of these as well. So now I need to go back to my main gallery creator menu and I need to make this live. So now I have 2 galleries that reside within one page, each containing 3 photos. And now I'm going to go back to my gallery creator page and you'll see the result. I've got 2 galleries here to click within. So that is how you set up multiple galleries within one gallery page. So this about wraps up my first video for the Gallery Creator. I do intend on doing a second video to go further in depth into a few of the other functions that we did not cover. Additionally, I wanted to take a look at what some of these other columns within this page mean. So I'll go more into depth on those topics within my next video. And as always, thank you for watching.